not applicable. So you have missing data. In R, missing data is called NA. It's not 0, it's not blank, it's called NA. So if we take this vector of numbers with NA, you'll see here, now we have NA in the vector, okay? And so the average of something where there's an undefined number, you can't do that. It's undefined. So if we try to take the mean, it's not applicable, right? So because there's an NA in there, okay? And so what I want to show you here is what's called an argument in a function. And so the mean function has an optional argument where you can say ignore NA, right? So you add in the function right here, what I've done here, NA Rn, which means remove NA equals true, then it works, right? And so all functions have arguments. Some are required. So if you're doing mean, you need to provide the numbers. Some are optional, right? So optional argument here is NA Rn. Okay, and so for our first exercise, we'll see how this goes. We're going to try to use a function that I used earlier when I made the matrix, if you remember, which is called RUnif, R uniform, which means random uniform. Okay, so what this does is it generates numbers between 0 and 1 that are random. So sometimes you would want to do that in a program. I use it a lot. So if I just try to run it like this, I get an error. Argument n is missing with no default. So that tells you the argument n is mandatory. If you write it again, run if, you can sort of see here, okay, it's a little bit of a helper. Uniform distribution, here are the arguments. N, minimum, and maximum. And you see how it says minimum equals 0? That means that's the default value. Maximum equals 1. 1 is the default value, but you can change those. But that's important. In any function that you want to run, if you don't know how it works, you can put a question mark before it and run. And then, if you see here, this is a little helper sheet. Tells you about the function, how to use it, right? So here. Okay? So, we skipped exercise 1 because the programs weren't working. So, what I want you to do for exercise 1 is make a vector here called exercise 2vec, and you're going to use random uniform and make a vector. And I want it to have 100 numbers. Minimum is -1, maximum is +1. Okay, so everyone can put their yellow sticky on the computer, amarillo, there. So we'll work on this together, but just try. So see if you can figure out how to make a vector that is, I'll put it here. Maybe you should turn some light on. So see it. That's good. 100 numbers. That'd be hard to see. Between -1 and +1. So when you figure that out, you can switch to green, okay? So as a hint, you'll want to put the arguments in the function. It's okay if this is hard. This is the first one. Okay, so we got one person who had it. And so if you figure it out, then it's your job to help people who are struggling. So it should look like, when you get it, switch to green. When you get it, switch to green.
Van a salir un montón de decimales.
Está bien.
¿Qué le das?
You came a little late today, but
Le das correr, ¿no?
I can help you. So, honey, now you have to help me. There you go.
No me sale.
No, es que tienes que darle sombrear ese side 2,
Okay.
sombrearlo y...
Yeah, I think you got it. Yeah,
Okay.
good. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
I didn't help you. So. Let's see. Okay, so you need to type here. So, watch this. So push tab. Can you do this? Tab, tab. So, N is how many? So, what's the number? So now, if you run that, what does it do? So if you
No,
just
venido
run
curso.
the number, okay?
Sí.
So just so you can click
Lo he
on
visto
that.
bajoneado, ¿no?
There.
¿Qué será?
Just click on the new vector. There.
No, no pude. Estuve en el
On
laboratorio.
the exercise
Preparando
vector.
estas muestras. Pues,
Yeah,
y
you
de
go. Now run that so you can look at it. So,
Jimena, yo,
so
Olivia.
now, what are the
Pero
other things you
yo
can
pensé
put
que
in
iban a
there?
hacer algo en la noche.
So after the 100,
Esa una cena o algo así y tomar algo y de ella, ¿no? Cada uno a su casa.
in this case, tab again. Tab again. Then see if you can.
Ya.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Sí, pues.
So,
No me daron nada, porque Manuel me dijo que. Manuel, el de la primera promoción, el que tiene mérito, me dijo que ellos le dieron la nota el mismo día. ¿Quién nos revisará?
El comité.
Todos. Ah, por eso se han reunido hoy día, seguro.
Hoy es reunido.
Sí, porque la doctora me dijo que hoy día se iban a reunir.
Entonces a revisar ahí.
De repente.
Pero que todos tienen que leerlo ahí. O te dirían ya tú esto, tú esto, tú esto. Para trabajar.
Yo pienso que sí.
Sí, ¿no?
Que, por ejemplo, obviamente a mí no me va a tocar que me revise mi asesora, sino otra persona. Y ahí ella otra persona. Sí. O sea, de repente, ¿no? A la sí que es, claro. De repente, hoy día o mañana, como dices tú. Ojalá no haya nada.
Okay.
Salen varios números decimales, ¿no? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 decimales.
Okay. Almost everybody has the first part. There is a second part I haven't talked about yet. You're good? Okay. So, you can keep, you don't have to switch yet. So now, right, we'll talk about how we did it. We'll just go. So, run it, random uniform. So, the trick I showed a lot of you, to figure out a function, you can tab. I don't know, maybe that's what I'm in. Yeah. So, to figure out a function to autofill it, this is why we use our studio. You can push tab, 100, tab, min, -1. Actually, you don't have to put max because that's the default, right? So this will work, right? You can see here. But if you want, you can put max equals 1. Okay, so that's good. So you all did that. Nice. Now, you want to take that and take the average. So, it's okay, you keep the green, but so now, just make a new object, mean x2 vec. That's the average of those numbers. Okay, so everyone, try that. So this is making a new object that's just going to be a single number. Maybe it's too dark, too light. Yep, that's good, yep. And then what is it? It's,
¿Qué te salió?
oh, it's still going.
¿Cómo lo hiciste?
Saqué esto, dice que puede sacar el promedio de lo de arriba,
Most people I think won't be able
tuviera
to.
este nombre, ¿no?
Ah, ya, o sea, le pones...
Yeah.
Ahí le hace la función min, ¿no?
Ya.
Entre paréntesis, y pones el nombre arriba de exercise.
Exercise.
Ajá.
¿Es de alguna forma tabular
Ajá,
esto?
ahí
Ah, ya.
The type is going, so see how you spelled it wrong?
Le das RAM
See the spelling difference?
y abajo le pones para que lea esto, ¿no? Min es 2 bet.
See the E?
Las sombreas sobre el
So see the E, where?
Ah, ok, ok.
So what I would say is, now this type, you can just push tab. And then, you have it? So maybe show him this is not the right spot, so maybe you can show. You got it? Yeah, you got it? You got it? Okay. Okay, just give you guys one more minute, and then we'll go to the next. I'm going to skip the last part of this and go to the Unix, so we just get to that today. Okay, so the way to do that is you just go mean of exercise to vec. And then, there you go. So you can see it's close to 0, or yeah, because you generated 100 random numbers. And if you did it again, the number is slightly different because you generated the random numbers again. Okay, so now what I want to do is some basic Unix. So in Windows, you go to Windows button and then you push terminal. Okay, and that will open what's called Windows PowerShell. So Windows button, open terminal on Windows. So I don't
Sí.
have it on here. Maybe I can.
Entra a PowerShell, como dijo.
So open terminal. I'll show people. Make this bigger.
Windows PowerShell.
So you should see something like this.
Ah, ya.
So open terminal. So I can help. So push the Windows button there. And then search terminal. TERM. Yeah,
Ahora
terminal.
tenemos que...
Okay. Yeah, you got it. Good, good. Everyone's got it.
Ahora creo que tenemos que seguir esas indicaciones, ¿no?
Oh, you've got PowerShell. PowerShell. What's the other experience? Everyone's got terminal? Windows is okay. Yeah, Windows, we'll use Windows for everything. Yeah, I like working in Linux, but there's too many problems. So with the R, so. Okay, so yours are all black, negro, mine's blanco, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, there's a little bit about Unix. Okay, so Unix is an operating system that's developed by Ken Thompson, which is not me. Same name, different guy. Okay, and if any of you do bioinformatics with big data sets, you will use Unix because that is where all of the high performance computers or computers like that you would have desktop computers that are trying to go really fast, they'll have Unix installed. So all bioinformatics software primarily is developed in Unix. So it's very important to know how to use it. And so Mac OS, so Mac that I use, and Unix or Linux computers have Unix sort of by default. Windows, you need to install something else like PowerShell or Windows subsystem for Linux, but it's already on your computer, so it should be fine. Who here has used Unix to do any of these commands before? Put your hand up if you have. So have you done any of these? ls, cd? You have? It's common? Okay. So you've all done? Some of you? Who has? Who has? So maybe half? Okay. Okay. So we'll just do the basics. We'll go through, make sure everyone's on the same page, and then so some of you have done it a lot, some of you not a lot. I do this every day. So we'll do these 10 commands. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is, I can make this bigger. I'll make it small. Let me see. Okay, it's too big. P in PowerShell, PWD, okay? Everyone type that, PWD. That means print working directory. So it should show you where you are. Okay? Everyone see something? Okay. So I'll show you a little trick. We're going to do the cd command, which is change directory. So I want everyone to find where they have their folder for their project. So here for me, barcoding course. Here you can see. There it is. I want you to do cd space, and then you can use a little trick. Drag the folder to the terminal, and then it makes the whole path. So then you run that. So cd drag, and then if you do pwd again, you'll see now it's different. We're in the barcoding course. Everyone got that? Yeah? Okay. Next, we will use ls to see the files. Okay? So ls. Type ls. So I think it just means this. Yeah. So you can see your files. If you do lsg, put them in different colors. So I can see I have our project file and then 2 folders, data and scripts. And so just like in R, you put the arguments for the functions in the brackets. In Unix, you put the arguments for the functions as little flags after. So if you want to know one of the different functions, for example, you can put ls dash ash. Let me do G as well. So what that does is it outputs the size of the files in a human readable format. So you can see this is 8 bytes, 24 bytes, and then those other ones are folders. And in R, I showed you question mark function is how you see what it does. In Unix, it's man, which is another function, so manual, ls. Then that pulls up the manual. So if you want to know what a function does, you pull up the manual, and you can see all these are the different options. A lot of flags. Yeah. So these are all helpful, and they're lowercase and uppercase, right? Yeah. Okay. And then you quit by pushing Q. Okay. So these are the only 2 languages I'm going to teach you: operating system, Unix, and R. That's it for this course. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, CD to scripts. Okay, so CD scripts. Then, everyone's good? Everyone's in scripts? CD to scripts. Yeah? Okay. So let's see what's in scripts. Oops, LS. Oh, now CD again to R. Okay. Now we're, so CD again to R. Maybe I can show you a little trick. If I'm here and I want to go 2 folders, you can go CD scripts R. You can do both steps in the same line. So you can go up, then you can go back, then you can go up again if you want. It's the same thing.
And you can use tab as shortcuts.
Oh yeah,
as well.
I'm not typing, I'm always using tab. I never type. Yeah. So, let's look at one of the files. So, to look at a text file, I don't know why, but when you type is less, and then push 1, and then tab, it'll finish it, no typos, enter. And then you can see the script that we saw earlier, right? This is the same script you're in R, but now we're seeing it in Unix. Say again?
Yes, again.
Less. 1, number 1.
More, that's supposed to be less. Because there's more.
Less is more,
Less is more.
but less is better.
Does you like less better?
Yeah, maybe.
So, do they do anything different at all?
I use less stuff. Yeah. So less, yeah, you can type the whole thing, so you can go less 1-r-basics.r. Yeah, so then you're there. You push Q to quit. Was everyone able to get here? Yeah, we can work on it. So, you guys got there? Not yet? Maybe you can help? Yeah.
Type LS, let's do that there. LS, let's do that. Just LS, just L and S. Okay, so that's the name of the things. So now try this function again. So
Are you in the zip folder?
LESS.
Are you possibly in the zip folder?
LESS. Now just,
I think you might be.
press
So,
1.
now go to here. I think you might be.
Slash and put it right. Let's now do enter.
I think you're in. I think you're in. See how you. I think so.
Less, try more. M-O-R-E.
Yeah, that's the zip folder. There.
And then the same one tab.
So go back here. This is like. Yeah.
Less doesn't work at all. More does.
I think they're in the zip folder actually.
Well, no, it worked with more and didn't work with less there.
You removed it?
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I think it's the
It's
zip
less,
folder.
no
that's
more.
causing it. But more is working.
Yes.
But you're not in the zip folder. It has the actual folder.
And then,
Okay, you're looking at
yeah, so CD into barcode.
So it's working.
Huh, I wonder why it's.
Ah, ahí me quedé.
Yeah. I don't know why else.
También la función que puso arriba, no sé qué puso.
Maybe it's different on okay, we'll try a
Esta
different one.
función,
So,
R2 puntos. Okay.
we'll try
Yo de
it.
hecho consigné todo hasta llegar a la carpeta.
Try this, okay? Try. Try this, okay, everybody? Try this. More. 1. Try using this. So type more. Try that. Does that work? That work? Okay, so I think that might be a Mac thing. Just for...
O sea, ahorita estamos entrando a los archivos que él nos dio, ¿no?
So, Robin, I think, yeah, for some
Escucha la cosa.
ah, ya lo vi, que está todo en la
Lo que hemos estado viendo en R, ¿no?
Sí.
It works? Yeah. Okay, we'll yeah. You guys can more work. So not less. Less is more. No, but not quite. That's what it is there. So less is a new version of more that works very similarly, but I guess it doesn't work on PowerShell. So that's what I'm learning. Yeah. Okay, ¿está bien? Okay, so this is a good lesson. So sometimes things that I'm used to on Unix and working in Mac don't work on PowerShell. Less is one of those examples that would have worked on Ubuntu for sure. It just doesn't work on this. So lo siento, but I'm learning too. So let's try something else. So we're in our folder we have here. Let's make a new folder. So the way you make a new folder is the command mkdir, make directory, then you say the name. Test folder. Let's do that. So now, it's so weird that less doesn't work on PowerShell. So you make, so first, mkdir, test folder. Then you can do LSG to see if you got it. Good? Yeah?
Yep, he does.
Ah, aquí está.
Primero, ¿no?
mkdir space test.
Make dir.
Just call it test folder or just test is okay.
Pucha, si uno deja de practicar esto se olvida. Con Pedro.
A veces para practicar me apunto.
¿Ah?
Yo me apunto a su clase de la maestría. Pero son 3 horas, 4 horas que están.
¿Te pesa?
No, y esta vez dieron break, porque la otra vez que vine.
La primera vez.
No dieron break, estuvimos 3 horas ahí sentados.
Okay, good.
Está
All
interesante.
good here? Yeah, good. Good here? Everybody? Yeah. Everyone made the direction? Okay.
Sorry, the argument not found.
Oh, capital G is not found? No. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter then. If you just do ls, it's okay. I'm learning about PowerShell for the first time.
That's not the right directory. No, you need to be in the R strings directory. So, did you do the CD thing earlier? You're not in that directory now, so you must have lost that. So do CD and copy that path. That's going to show you where
You want to show us?
Yeah. So open the terminal.
I'll keep going here, but you can show. Okay, folks,
Get the terminal window.
let's
Get the terminal window. Okay, so now type
let's practice going up one level. So now,
CD.
let's go into test folder.
Now find
It's empty.
the window.
So then you can go back like this. Or actually, I think in Windows you have to go just dot and go slash.
And
So you can CD to test folder, then CD dot brings you back up. Okay? That's how you go in and out of folders.
Ah, para
Yeah,
retroceder,
okay.
¿no?
So now we should be in the R folder. So everyone go to the R folder. We're going to practice copying a file into test. So so let's do. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Robbie to finish here.
Yes. That's it. Type LS now. No, just LS. Is it in, should it be
go CD. And you use tab, and then CDR, capital. So you would just do tab. That's good, yeah. Okay, so now we're good. Okay. So let's practice, and then Robin, can you just make their test folders? So we're going to practice copying a file into a new directory. So let's copy any script. Let's copy one. So
What's it supposed to be called again?
test folder, test underscore folder. So the way copy works, and sorry, some of you it's easy, some of you it's hard. You say what you want to copy and where you want to copy it to. So let's copy this to test folder, and we'll make a new name. Copy file dot. You can just call it .txt. Okay. So I'll make this bigger. So to copy a file, CP file you want to copy, and then the end file, and you can use it to change the directory of the new file. So we put the new file in test folder we made. Okay. If you want to see it's there, you can go ls test folder. You don't have to be in the folder. You can do ls test folder. It should be there. Okay. Hope this works on Windows PowerShell. Okay. Everyone's good?
Yeah, she's only as far as making the test. Oh yes, your copy is
We have Okay, who needs to copy the file still? Who has copied the file into test folder? You have? There you're good. And you've copied? You've copied the file? Okay. Copied, you've copied, you've copied. Everyone's good. Okay. So now be very careful here. We're going to delete the test folder with the file in it. Okay? So this won't work. Let's try this. RM test folder. Try that. Doesn't work, right? You just do RM, doesn't work. Test folder is a directory. So that's how you remove a file, RM, but not a directory. So if you want to remove a file, just do RM file. To remove a directory and everything in it, this should work. RMR test folder. RM-R test folder. Done. So now you made a folder, you put a file into it,
¿Qué te salió?
by copying, then you deleted the whole thing.
Sí, ¿no?
No sé.
What a waste of time.
Lo pones.
So you got rid of it? Good. Okay.
¿Qué le pusiste?
Que sí.
¿Ese? Remove creo que es, ¿no?
Sí. Ya no está ahí.
Ok, eso. Ah, ya no está puesto. Sí, RM es remove, ¿no?
there's internet.
I'm not gonna really. So I got the directory sent to them and then nothing else. Okay. So now, in your scripts folder, do you all have a script or a folder called bash? Have you seen that? So let's cd to the folder called bash. Let's see what's in there. So you should see two things, hopefully. This isn't the whole folder, I sent you the new one. You should see lesson 1 example.sh and then another metabarcoding.txt. So go to the main folder, scripts, then bash. No looking at the script. This is supposed to be a surprise.
So you need to change just
En bash, ¿no?
In bash, yeah. Good. No, that's good.
CD space.
¿Dónde lo descargaste? ¿En descargas? ¿Está? No, tú. ¿O en el escritorio?
No, pero creo que acá hemos eliminado.
No, tienes que ir a la carpeta de script. Donde descargaste el barcoding code. Ya, ajá, barcoding code. No, arriba. Está ahí script, batch. Ya, copia el directorio.
Change the
Arriba,
bash.
el directorio. Haz clic, haz clic.
¿Se copia?
No. Al final de batch. Ahí, cuando salió esa. Ay. Corre. Ya estás en bash ahora, chequea.
Naomi, you're in bash?
Ya.
Okay, I really hope this works on Windows.
Ahora déjame eso.
So,
Ya estás.
Ya está, ya.
So, whenever you execute a pipeline that's written in a shell script, you'll do it just like this. What I've written is a very small script that works on my computer, hopefully on PowerShell. And the command you do, so you write bash, B-A-S-H, so we'll type here, B-A-S-H, and then we'll run lesson 1 example, which you can tab, and then you can push enter. I hope this works because it's kind of fun. Congratulations, you're in the batch script. You can often execute bioinformatics pipelines like this, proof flags, end of lesson. Doesn't work on Windows PowerShell? Try SH. SH?
Bash.
Just SH.
If you just press tab, it'll fill out the rest for you.
Not sure. That is,
Yeah, see?
Lesson.
PowerShell. What's the, okay, I guess it doesn't work on PowerShell. So. Cap? That just puts things together, doesn't it? That's what you're supposed to do.
¿Qué me pareció esto?
It's an executable
What is?
It didn't work out. I think it didn't work.
I don't know how to do it in PowerShell.
Is it failing for everybody in PowerShell?
No, okay. I'll check the here.
No,
Oh, you don't have the okay.
¿También?
I'll need you to know. Or maybe get your friend that doesn't.
Debe ser otra opción.
Let's try this.
pero él puso bash.
Sí.
Does this work? I'm offline. Okay, well. Well, lo siento. The course was not designed to be run in Windows, so we're learning now that bash scripting does not work as planned in Windows. Does anybody know what to do to run a shell script in Windows, in PowerShell? I know I'm the teacher, so I should know. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try GPT.
En Mac corre todo, pero más limpiecito, ¿no?
Okay, so for that you need to actually use WSL. I don't think they have this in this computer. See if? No. Can I try something? Can you type in, let me see, WSL. Is it working or no?
No. Presione cualquier tecla para instalar el subsistema Windows.
Not working?
para Windows. No.
Okay. Well, okay. Everybody, I'm afraid I don't know how to use PowerShell. So this is if you want to do this, you could do everything in Ubuntu and this would work. But alas, PowerShell. I wrote this fun little script. You did it in Ubuntu. It would show all these cool flags and party emojis and everything, but it is what it is. But it works what?
In notes. You can open in another program. For
What?
example, in notes.
Notes? You can run it?
Also in
Well, you can see it, but you can't run it. That's the thing. That's cheating. That's cheating.
En otro programa dice que
Pero puedes ver de
That's
eso.
just reading. Yeah. Okay.
So you can see what it
Vale.
does, but you're just looking at it as text.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is a good lesson for me that you can't use PowerShell. You have to use WSL. So we can conclude for today. So good job, everyone. Tomorrow we'll do more advanced R stuff, and we'll do in the morning, and then some lab work and sequencing in the afternoon. So yeah. Okay, so está bien. Buenas noches. See you tomorrow. Hasta luego. Good. Yeah. Okay. Well, you just opened it. But-
open Windows of you type the lesson one sample, enter.
Well, you.
The open window.
But that's just.
You're just looking at the program as text.
Yes.
You're not executing the program.
Yeah.
So you can see what it says, but that's not actually running it.
That was a good plan. Foiled. PowerShell.
Mira, oye,
So see when you run it.
o sea,
When you
tú
run
le,
it, it does this.
That's what it should actually
tú le das nada más esto
Ya.
y te,
Okay, so everyone can go home.
y te va a salir aquí una
But if anyone has any questions or wants to do more work, we can talk.
Ah, ya.
y tú le das
So I'm here for. I'll stay till
enter
6.
y te sale. Y
Quiere
pongas-
que se corra, no quiere que
Ajá.
se vea. Ay, lo guardaré acá.
Ya acabó, ¿no?
Sí.
Ya acabó mi abuelo. Hay que guardar los cambios.
Yo lo guardé mañana, no vas a entrar. Yo voy a ir temprano.
Se agota el día.